Ebony Starwave tasted her first breath of warm Atlantic spray on 8 September 1997 in a candy-striped birthing trailer parked beside New Smyrna Beach, Florida, where shore break thumps like distant bass drums and palmettos write shadows across sunrise sand. Her mother, a reggae soul bassist who nests dried frangipani between spare strings while midwives fix the newborn's blankets. Her father, a NASA parachute technician who doodles rocket plumes on deli receipts, lean close until their cheeks brush and promise his daughter the horizon always pulls back for bodies that keep their stance wide and refuse to fold smaller. Curves ripple down both Starwave bloodlines like Gulf Streams slip around coral heads. So nobody fluttered when baby Ebony popped her second muslin swaddle before gold calls cleared the orange haze. Randy Odessa sank a seam ripper into each stitch, padded the gaps with scrap sailcloth striped sunset pink, and laughed that extra cloth cost pennies while teaching a girl to shrink might cost her every orbit of her own moon. Grade school corridors smelled of pencil shavings, coconut lotion, and chalk dust. Ebony out-tallared and out-widered every classmate, eclipsing the projector glow each time she diagrammed predicate adjectives. One recess, 2 boys chanted cargo tanker every hop she made across the painted foursquare. That night, she patrolled the rack line, pocketing soda caps polished flat by Tide. At home, she threaded them on monofilament, stitched the twinkling strand down the spine of her aqua hoodie, and walked into class next dawn, trailing a constellation. A substitute assistant caught 6 shaky seconds on an early camera phone, then uploaded the clip to a fledgling video site. 16,000 strangers applauded the kid, who flipped teasing into starshine. Ebony printed one promise across her notebook in teal ink. Clouds crowding your sky are just mirrors waiting for your light. Saturday markets became her stage. Her mother's baseline rolled between citrus booths, fish fry smoke, and buckets of beach rosettes. Store jeans stalled at Ebony's thighs, so she swapped tip jar quarters for shredded volleyball nets, clipped away knots, wove the nylon cords into high-rising culottes, then stenciled sea turtle silhouettes with squid ink. She posed at sunset against rust-spotted lifeguard towers while her cousin snapped grainy photos. She posted them to a diary she named Tide Lantern the very week a fresh photo app surfed the coast. Captions flowed between Caribbean patois and clear English truths like curves anchor storms steadier than jetties. By 16, she tallied 53,000 unseen hearts tapping likes on every golden portrait, proof distant screens, hushed cafeteria whispers louder than any teacher's shush. A scholarship hugged her north to Savannah College of Art and Design. Daylight dissolved inside textile innovation labs. Nights belonged to a 24-hour jerk chicken truck glowing neon lime outside River Street. The steam lamp became her single softbox. Between plantain orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment sheets into hibiscus barrettes, while decoding dart rotation in a voice half surf hush, half studio snap. Ivy layered bottlenose whistles over a pocket synth pulse while she chain-stitched reflective anchor line into thrift shop denim. 46 hours later, it hurtled past 1.2 million plays. Coastal fashion blogs crowned her the jerk chicken couturier, yet every sponsor offer in her inbox froze at size 16. Ebony tucked each email into a folder labeled Shrinking Nets, wiped jerk sauce from her cuff, and plaited another wing. In late January, a strong south wind delivered an email from Patagonia Women proposing a storm show capsule titled Hurricane Pulse. Ebony answered with 3 firm demands: patterns stretching to 60-inch hips, production crews half recruited from local community colleges, and 10% of net profit devoted to living shoreline oyster reefs along the Georgia coast. Patagonia signed before sunrise steamed through live oak branches. The shoot unfolded at dawn on a Barrios Island point where ghost crabs scuttled and sanderlings tiptoed. Ebony coached Curvy kite surfers across glassy swell while a drone spiraled overhead. When the lookbook hit feeds, every extended size shell vanished within 41 hours in 25 countries. Tide Lantern vaulted beyond 700,000 followers. Still smelling of jerk smoke, she ducked behind rice sacks, balanced her phone on a cooler lid, and live-streamed tear-bright things beneath buzzing fluorescence. If that launched already sets your tide rushing, pause here and tap subscribe now. One easy click pins your seat to the front of the board so every fresh swell of stories lands in your feed before the algorithm shifts when. Do it while the groove is rolling because the next chapter is already paddling out. spotlight shimmers soon lured rumor gauze. A clickbait vlog declared Ebony cinched her waist in carbon plates between takes. At sunrise, she paddled a foam board past the break, stood steady in sport bra and linen shorts, traced each stretch mark with powdered dragon fruit pink, and slapped a deep dub groove on her mother's travel base. 10 million viewers reposted the jam, tagging it dragon fruit proof, brushing magenta dust across their own curves until gossip ebbed like slack tide. Night truck wages, braided with capsule royalties into Starwave glow, a whip body, custard swirling island honey, butter, guava seed oil, and microflex that flash pearl beneath foam flecks. Ebony poured 19,000 tins in her father's hanger, tied lids with braided crab pot line, and tucked cards reading, "Moisturize your horizon." Stock evaporated in 83 minutes, raising $197,000. 20% launched beacon grants, sending industrial surgers and pocket hydrophones to plus-size teens from Key West to Cape Hatteras. 9 months later, 36 winners staged a floating fashion and dolphin song cruise aboard a retro riverboat strung with LED mangroves, streamed live to breakfast shows from Lagos to Lisbon. Savannah Fashion Week carved new martial law when a backstage event shredded her emerald mesh gown from rib to knee 90 seconds before curtain. She yanked neon dock rope from a staging crate, laced the rib-like sneaker eyelets, and strode the runway as if the splice was in the sketch all along. Camera shutters popped like shrimp in hot oil. Vogue Low Country named the rescue Rope Rhythm, and another million Lantern Voyagers surfaced before After Party Vinyl hissed its first groove. A disgruntled XPR rep leaked chopped emails implying Ebony demanded spiny lobster sliders and chauffeured skiffs for her rescue Pelican Mojo. She posted the entire thread showing her real rider, reefable water urns, veggie stew for crew, captioned monitors for deaf stylists. That month's affiliate revenue, $136,000. Bankrolled biodegradable shrimp trap pilots in 2 estuaries. Fans echoed her jetty creed. Receipts shined brighter than rumors silked until whispers sank under moontide. By Midsummer Tide, Lantern shimmered across 6.6 million Instagram hearts, 3.3 million real Voyagers, and 2 million loyal channel subscribers, with engagement flirting near 10%, forcing ad strategists back to blank whiteboards. Cartier invited her to front Topaz Surge inside Tybee Island Lighthouse lens. Ebony said yes once Cartier pledged therapy stipends for crab boat crews rocked by rising storm seasons. The final reel, her wrist scattering amber shards over cast iron braces, became Cartier's most saved post of the quarter. Emily steadies her keel. Twice each month she streams strings and steam, mom riffing reggae bass over a propane griddle while dad reads storm haiku and Ebony upcycles thrift denim beneath fairy bulbs. One session spiked at 9 million when Mojo waddled across powdered sugar and sneezed a salty cloud onto the mic. A Seabird Sanctuary now sponsors every stream, tagging rehabilitated pelicans with solar beacons powered by Starwave Glow. Glow revenue sailed beyond 12 million before its second birthday. Ebony leased a shuttered shrimp devanning plant, carved skylights through 10, and hired furloughed dock hands plus design grads to whip and jar custard. Every 10 knots shut by hand during midday stretch dances to Bass House mashups. Supply consultants begged for heat bands and Barcoo sleeves. She repeated her mother's stage mantra. Fingertips carry legends long after robots forget and knots remain human. She laces mental wellness candor through every upload, coupling jetty edge portraits with bun truck selfies, captioned "Same sky, different weather," sharing breath tracks recorded under pier pilings, printable reframing pages in English and Gullah, and sliding scale therapy links. 107,000 followers already call her Shoreline Honestly their first safe harbor. Community rides shimmer in crush show paint. Hundreds pedaled the Riverwalk circuit at dusk wearing Starwave glow on collarbones and LED jellyfish tails on spokes. Ticket proceeds deepen beacon grants and install wheelchair snorkel lifts at tidal creeks. Shrimp shacks keep griddles sizzling late because Hush Puppy Basket jumped 15% on ride nights. Ebony wheels the lead cruiser with Mojo plush zip tied to the basket, pausing to retie any rider's loosening lace. Her memoir, Currents, Keep Names is headed for 11 translations next spring, while a streaming crew follows her blueprint to convert mothball weather buoys into floating maker labs for barrier-is-lined classrooms. Puma's Wide-to-Wave Wave Lantern sneakers drop next quarter, threaded with reflective rope and cushioned by algae foam, channeling 10% of revenue into Beacon grants up and down the southeast coast. Second wake-up wave rolls in. If the button-up top still shows subscribe in red, gray it out now. A single tap locks your boarding pass, so every fresh narrative moors at your feed before algorithm drift sweeps it offshore. When this video wraps, glide into the description. Waiting there, fresh Starwave Glow restocks, the express gate for Beacon grant applications, tonight's strings and sting playlist, and one subtle compass, a research firm guide loaded with conversation sparks and confidence rituals that map out the best way to find love and the most infallible method for making every woman you meet feel chemistry. The link is free and ready for you. Like if the Soto Cap's fine, rote rhythm, save, or Mojo's sugary sneeze brightened your orbit, then drop your favorite splash in the comments and share the voyage with a friend who sells slack in still water. Every curve redirects currents, every scar refracts moonlight, and the Atlantic bows to anyone daring enough to plant both feet on the dock and greet tomorrow unblinking. Add and softest breeze brushes your screen. Subscribe now, claim your proud seat, and meet me on the next rising tide when another story shimmers beyond the breakers and courage calls your name again.